As for a life application concerning what this altar signifies, we can discern from it three major precepts which we can apply to our own life, our prayer life. The first is that it shows us just what prayer is. Incense is something that needs to be lit in order to smell. Unless the fire is kindled, it just lays there useless. But once it's lit, it begins to smoke and to smell sweet. It then arises towards heaven. Likewise, unless we have fire in our heart concerning our prayers, they are useless. They are vain repetitions without any fragrance at all. But if we are fervent in our prayers, they will rise in a smoke of wondrous joy to the Lord, who is delighted to hear them and to respond to them. Secondly, the placement of the altar should be as a clue to where our prayers belong in our lives. We first have to come to Christ through his sacrifice. Only then are our prayers acceptable to God. Sin must always be dealt with before our prayers can be responded to. As the altar of incense is in the holy place, it is before both the menorah and the table of showbread. The menorah shows that we are to be a light to the world. That the menorah illuminates where the south side is, where the table of showbread is, it indicates that we are to illuminate the work of Christ, our bread of life. The altar of incense stands between the two. It teaches us that our light will be ineffective and our proclamation will become stale and moldy without an effective prayer life. Both are hallowed by the presence of the altar of incense in our lives. As it stands before the veil, it shows that our prayers must reach into the most holy place before going through the veil. As Christ is the veil, which is explicitly said in the book of Hebrews, he is the veil, our prayers must be offered to God through him. When they are, they reach the throne of grace and the seat of mercy. Though we are in a land of cruelty on this side, our prayers rise even to the seat of heaven because of Jesus Christ. And thirdly, we are taught how to cultivate our prayers through this altar. The altar was tended to morning and evening, and it burned perpetually in the holy place. We should prepare ourselves morning and night in our contemplation of, our prayers to, and our praises of the Lord. With this preparation, our prayers will be constantly streaming to the Lord throughout the day and the night. As Paul says in 1 Thessalonians chapter 5, pray without ceasing. We can only do this if we're prepared to do so. We're on a journey. We're heading west and back to that wonderful land of delight promised to us by a God who cannot lie. As we continue our trek, we should ever be praising, ever praying, and ever petitioning this wonderful God who has given us all things through Jesus Christ the Lord. If you've never made a commitment to him, today is the day. Let's get that resolved so your prayers will be heard by the one who sits on heaven's throne, waiting to present your prayers to his Father.